Good evening, everyone, and welcome along to Istanbul, Turkey for tonight's quarter-final clash in the Women's EuroLeague. Fenerbahce, the host side, taking on Spaniards in the form of Perfumerias Avenida, the 2011 champions of this grand competition and the 2009 runners-up. So these two are certainly no strangers to the quarter-final phase and indeed the final four, but only one of these teams can make the final four. Here are referees Jasmina Juras of Montenegro and Dradak Sender of Serbia and one other. Well, Fenerbahce have reached the final four in the last 5 seasons of Women's EuroLeague. Went out as runners-up in 2013 when they lost to the current champions Ekaterinburg. The following season they were defeated by arch rivals Galatasaray, but this time they want to go all the way. And they come into this contest with full confidence. 11 wins and 3 defeats, so them sail through to the quarterfinals pretty much unhindered and with a mightily impressive home record. They won all but one here in Istanbul. Their only defeat came to table-topping Dinamo Kursk. And today they face a team that have struggled on the road. Perfumerias Avenida had a 7-7 record. They just about squeezed in on points difference into the last 8. The third official, Luka Kardun from Croatia. Yes, 1-6 away from home this season in the EuroLeague for Avenida, who have travelled all the way across from Western Europe and from Spain here to the most populous city in Turkey, in Istanbul. Some notable names in the Fenerbahce side, including new signing Candice Parker, 30 years of age. A famous player, played in the Women's National Basketball Association for years. As we look at that Fenerbahce roster, and Parker will wear number 13 on her back. The star of the show, well, there was a few of them really in the group phase, but the highest points per game average went to Alexandra Quigley, averaging a shade over 14 points per game. Watch out for Anastasia Vermeyenka, the number 11, who starts at centre. She has formidable stats. More on those later. Perfumerias Avenida's squad is a little bit smaller. Watch out for Jelena Milovanovic, 13.6 points per game, 3.8 rebounds per game. Erika de Souza is very effective under the boards, averaging 6.3 rebounds. And number 2, Adora Elanu, averaging nearly 2.5 offensive rebounds per game. The battle at the board should be interesting, but there's no question that Fenerbahce are the favourites coming into the contest. Parker is going to be in the starting 5 by the looks of things. Perfumerias are ready for the action there in their usual blue strip today. De Souza will contest the tip-off, and she will likely be up against the number 17 for Fenerbahce, Sandrine Gruda. In fact, it looks like it might be... No, it will be Gruda. Beg your pardon. Decent crowd in. Going to be noisy. They always are, Turkish basketball fans. Gruda against De Souza. And straight away an opportunity maybe for Fenerbahce. It's palmed out of play to get it away from the dangerous Alexandra Quigley. And so here we go. An electric night in the EuroLeague. We've had 2 quarterfinals already played. There's one currently going on in Russia. And a surprise, perhaps, Dinamo Kursk, who topped the group featuring Fenerbahce, are behind at home to Burj. the French team that finished 4th in their group. Travelling called on de Souza, who hails from Brazil. A few different nationalities in the Perfumerias Avenida starting 5. And indeed in their roster they've got Americans, Spaniards, Serbians, Croatians, Brazilians and Romanians. Fenerbahce feeling their way into the game. Here goes Parker and draws the foul. Well, Strickland's departed Fenerbahce, and Parker slotted in her place. And a chance for her first point in a Fenerbahce shirt. Makes no mistake. And 2 from 2 for Parker. Starts as she means to go on. Here goes Silvia Dominguez. Now de Souza has it in her hands, tries a little hook, and misses the basket altogether, and it's captured by Anastasia Vermayenka. And quickly to the front court, coast to coast, and Sandrine Gruda opens her account for the night, and Fenerbahce already have marched into a 6-0 lead. From the perimeter, good, and that sees Avenida get off and running. Much needed. Parker to Gruda. She was looking for Vermayenka but gave it away. Snatched from her. Inbound from Gabriela Marquinian. Offers up a prayer. And just a little short from Dominguez. Quick in transition for Dali. They're not wasting any time getting to the front court, are they, at the moment? Just one pass launched to the forwards. And up goes Quigley. And she catches only the rim. Now Avenida with the dangerous Chrissy Givens. And Givens reaches and finishes up off the glass. And they closed it to a 2-point game. Vidali just went out of bounds there. Fenerbahce coach not happy. Dominguez fakes to go right. Dominguez might take it on herself. Shot clock still up at 10. A little bit of time, and then surrendered too easily by Marquinian. This is Birsal Vidarali. One Turkish player that plays regularly on the court. Decent all-rounder, averaging 6.1 assists per game. Marquinian, she's dropped it again. Managed to recover. Now Ilonu, wide open. Saw the space, the channel, ran into it, but couldn't finish. And now Parker brings it to the front court for Fenerbahce. The crowd have come to watch this player, recently signed. Spoke of her enthusiasm at joining the club and the warm reception she had both online and in person from the fans. Marquinian for 3. Rims out. And now Birsal Verdali tees it up. Gruda. Travelling called on her. French player, Sandrine Gruda. Bourges are up by 8 still. And they're in the well into the third quarter in Russia. Earlier wins for Russian teams. Ekaterinburg thrashed Scola, the Italians. Here's Marquinian. into the paint, tries to go inside out, but throws the ball away. Quigley needs the support to come quicker. Look at the space here, she's going to take it on, why not? And finished in style by Anastasia Veremayenka. First three-pointer of the night drained. Marginian. Now Chrissy Givens. Up against Quigley, Givens gives it to D'Souza. Back outside. And a little short-range two missed by Sylvia Dominguez. Good finish by Sandrine Gruda. Bit of French flair. Marginian. She goes again, the Romanian, tees it up, nice little assist for her. D'Souza finishes the job for her, first points on the night, and makes it a 5-point game again, closing the gap. Biasal Verdali. Gruda. Oh, sharp shooting today from Sandrine Gruda. Hit her straps quickly. That's what she's done. Givens, where's the support here? She's waiting for it. Instead, tries to make it on her own. Pivots, but again, possession surrendered. Too many turnovers from Perfumerias Avenida early on. Parquet. Lovely finish from Candace Parquet. First timeout on the night called by the visitors, Perfumerias. An early sighting of just what Candice Parker is going to be capable of. Lively atmosphere then here in Istanbul. Ever the bridesmaid, never the bride in this year's, in this competition, the EuroLeague. Twice they've got to the final, twice they've lost. And the last 5 years they've reached the final four. When the draw was made, you certainly would fancy them to go through. But Perfumerias Avenida are a different kettle of fish at home. Their away form certainly cause for concern. Have not started strongly here. Six-point game over in Russia between Dinamo Kursk and Bourges. The French team looking to spring a shot there, going towards the final quarter there. Here's Parquet. What support. In the end, it's a violation. Everyone took them too long. She had the support from her teammates there, I think. In the meantime, here goes Dominguez. A few changes made by the visitors. Laura Gil of Spain has come on. But here is Adora Elonu out to Chrissy Givens. Just a two-pointer, but long range. Stays in their possession. Milovanovic. Puts up a three. Just have a listen to that atmosphere. Parquet, fouled, gets the score and one. Candice Parquet is wasting no time in showing everybody what she can do. 6 points and counting, and we're still well inside the first quarter. That's 7 points for Parquet. And I think she might just fill her boots this evening and set out a marker for what she's going to be capable of here in Turkey. Here is Givens taking on Quigley. Good defense, but the possession will stay with Avenida. Distance, Milovanovic. Looks as if it had been lost and finished off. Milovanovic. Makes it a 10-point game here. Stolen, and a chance on the break, fast break, good. Dominguez finishes the job, makes it an 8-point game. Timeout called by Fenerbahce. So then, 2 minutes and 18 seconds left of this first quarter. Fenerbahce started strongly. Perfumerias Avenida threatening a little bit of a comeback. Parquet. Remember, the margin of victory doesn't matter on the night. It's all about just getting the win in whatever form. Here is Bilgic. Quigley to Parquet. Step back, long range two. Just a little short, a little shy. Milovanovic. Marginayan. That backdrop of Fenerbahce supporters. Chance of a fast break maybe here. Quigley. Plenty of defenders back. Quigley has lost it, and Parquet was wide open and not used. Marginayan. Milovanovic. Good from the perimeter. She's up to 5, and it's a 5-point game. Bilgic. Not sure if that was kept in play or not. It was, but a shot clock violation, and Perfumerias have really made amends for a slow start. They come right back into it. Ilonu needs to get a shot off here, though. He's played the extra pass. Ilonu reaching, draws the foul, and there's real momentum now on the side of the Spaniards. Fenerbahce's 10-point lead. Trimmed. Meanwhile, Dinamo Kursk have taken the lead against Bourges in the fourth quarter. The Russians have been behind for almost the entire game so far, but they are in the lead when it most matters. Seconds left of the first quarter. This could be the final possession. Got to the front court through Verdali. Veremayenka. Verdali. Veremayenka comes in, goes back out. Kura. Long, and there goes the buzzer, and the end of a thrilling first quarter. Fenerbahce surged in front. Perfumerias Avenida showed them it's not going to be easy pickings. The team that have struggled on the road are looking solid. Fenerbahce 18, Perfumerias Avenida 14 is the score after the first 10 minutes. Onwards and upwards then, into the second quarter we go, and a 4-point game at the moment in this quarter-final first leg in the Women's EuroLeague. Fenerbahce 18, Avenida 14. Be careful not to throw possession away too much. I have to say Perfumerias have looked pretty good on the counter. A few fast break points notched up in the first quarter. Inbound by Verdali. That's a great pass to Kura, who's made good strides. Verdali. Briefly with Alexandra Quigley. Shot clock is into single figures. Got to use it. They do. Chantel Lavender. Little bounce pass, puts it up, good! And such a response from Avenida. Milovanovic reduces the arrears back to 4. Vidali. Lavender. Puts it up and in. Lavender hitting her straps now. That's 2 from 2 since she entered the court. And 4 points and counting. Dominguez goes outside for 3, drains it. Milovanovic has jettisoned up to double digits. The first player to do so, up to 10 points. And it's a 3-point game now. Kura. I think that got a touch off Quevedo. Inbound through Dominguez. Gil. Avenida here could level the scores. They get a 3. They're not bothering about the 3, trying to go from the paint with Dominguez, but she left it short. Dominguez will get a second bite. Tees it up. De Souza puts it up and in off the glass and makes it a 1-point game here in Istanbul. Alexandra Quigley. Fenerbahce have been stung. They're used to playing in the Final Four of this competition. It would be unthinkable not to get there. Kura. Oh, that was a clever pass. But it's not going to count. Travelling called on Jantel Lavender. No, nothing's going the way of the Turkish team right now. Gil. Oh, rejected. Good defense from Veremayenka. Superb stuff. And now Vidali to the front court. Wide open. Parker now in the corner. Offers one up. Just stays out. Lavender working hard. And they've recycled possession here. Vidali. Timeout. Okay then, 1 point game. Fenerbahce in the lead, but only just. This is Quigley. Not been able to give Candice Parker any space. She's been watched very closely by Elonu. This is Quigley, step backs outside. And now Parker. Shot clock down to single digits. Sylvia Dominguez. Little bounce pass through to De Souza. Clever from Parker, gets out of trouble. And now here they are on the front foot again with Veramayanka, Parker. Been a score for a while from Fenerbahce. Might be here. Oh, count it. Verdali extends the lead to 4 again, which is where we were at the end of the first quarter. Looking for an immediate response, that was missed, and that came off Erika De Souza last. Milovanovic, the highest scorer so far, who averages 13.6 points per game. She's on 10. Midway through the second quarter now. Quigley. Almost a backcourt violation. Verdali kept her balance right on halfway. Now Alexandra Quigley into the paint, goes back outside. Parker for 3, drags it. Dominguez. Fenerbahce building a healthy lead again. Avenida have not been in the lead at all. But hard to reduce the arrears back to 1. They can reduce the arrears here from the free throw line. Marginayan and Milovanovic, the high scorer in the contest, come on. Dominguez to try and add a couple. None from 2, but it's not going to matter. De Souza with the speed and presence of mind to get to the rebound and bank it in off the glass. Here's Parker, switches wings, wide open 3. Missed by Verdali. Parker. Verdali wants it again on the left. Parker goes alone, and this time misses the shot. Has switched over. Fenerbahce clearly trying to make the point. They felt it came off a blue shirt last. Confirmation of a result from Russia, by the way. Dynamo Kursk 76, Burj Basket 71. So in the end, it's been a very good day for Russian teams in the women's EuroLeague quarterfinals. They've all picked up victories, some blowouts, some tight, and some in the middle. Transition fast break, and yeah, eventually Sandrine Gruder gets it to flow. 8 points, she's hit every field goal so far, 4 from 4. Marginayan. Here is Elonu. Now Dominguez from the perimeter. Milovanovic hasn't missed much today, and Elonu is there to follow. good to watch at point guard. And Parker finds a finish from a difficult position. 7-point lead, 3 minutes left to go till half-time. Ilonu's been excellent for Avenida. This time doesn't manage to let that one go, but D'Souza with another offensive rebound. 4 rebounds in total now for the Brazilian. And it's timeout called with Fenerbahce leading by 5. Less than 3 minutes to go in the first half. Parker. Two minutes 30 then. Fenerbahce extend their lead to 7. That'll suit them and get it up to double digits. That'll be even better. Avenida, though, have been robust in defence and effective going forward. Milovanovic just left that one a little short. Can't add to an already impressive haul of 10. Candice Parker now the high scorer in the game on 12. And here she is, Parker to Gruder, and Gruder into the basket. And the lead is up to 9. Ilonu. Markkanen. Givens comes up and puts it in. Avenida looking to stay in touch with their opponents before half-time. Quigley. Possession thrown away, but the foul was called before. Holding. Parker from downtown. Quigley using possession very well at the moment. Fenerbahce have turned up the temperature. Travelling called. It looks a good finish from Sandrine Gruder. But it's not to count. 1:16 left on the clock in the half. Well, game 1 is tonight, game 2 is on Saturday, and game 3, if required, is next Wednesday. Gill. Again, just a little shy. Vidali. Parker. She's having a memorable debut. Candice Parker. 14 points, but she's thrown possession away, and Gill in transition tees it up, and that's an easy finish for Chrissy Gibbons to make it a 5-point game. Not the end of the half Fenerbahce had in mind. Alexandra Quigley, but still a lead. Parker, Verdali, now Jantel Lavender, the American, to her compatriot Parker. And Parker, oh, just sees that one rim out. And this will be likely the last play of the first half. And that's going to be a foul. Verdali on Dominguez, pretty blatant as well. For the last 6 seconds, change of personnel. In comes Laura Quevedo. Milovanovic, the only double-digit scoring player for Avenida, called for travelling. And a let off of Fenerbahce. They've got 3 seconds. It's going to be a long-range effort. Got to go. Oh, the shot clock seems to be down to less than 1 second. Is there going to be time to get a shot away? Got to go. And that concludes a busy first 2 quarters. Fenerbahce surged in front. Perfumerias Avenida, though, of Spain have hit back pretty strongly, and it's pretty tight going into half-time with just 5 points in it. Fenerbahce 36, Perfumerias Avenida 31 is the score in this EuroLeague women's quarter-final at half-time. Well, welcome back to Istanbul, Turkey for the second half of this Women's EuroLeague quarter-final. Fenerbahce 36, Perfumerias Avenida 31 is the score as we are due to get back underway, and that is cue for the crowd in the far right corner to increase the decibel levels again. They've gone quiet over half-time. No doubt needed a little bit of refreshment, bit of sugar. And Fenerbahce looking to wrap up what they hope will be a victory and set them on their way to the final four of the EuroLeague for a 6th successive season. It's Fenerbahce in the yellow, going from left to right in this third quarter, and that's a fine start. Alexandra Quigley opening up her account of points for the night with a three-pointer. Now Silvia Dominguez, the point guard for Avenida. Lovely little bounce pass to Gil, who was fouled by Sandrine Gruder. And early free throws for Gil, who is another player who hasn't scored yet today, but she'll have the chance now. And makes no mistake. Avenida do have a strong history in this competition. They won it back in 2011. They beat Spartak Moscow in the final by 9 points. Spanish teams in general have a rich history here. Ros Cáceres Valencia won it in 2012. So Dominguez comes cutting in. Prevented from getting to the rack, but it will remain in Spanish possession. Yeah, this year, Perfumerias Avenida are the only Spanish team at the quarter-final stage. Russian teams have excelled. 3 Russians through to the quarters, and they all won today, which is the only quarter-final without any Russian interest. And it's going to be interesting to see who comes away with a victory from the first game. It's best of 3, remember. Third game is only there if the second one can't decide things. Parker picks up from where she left off in the first half. She's up to 17 points on her Fenerbahce debut. Lit up the women's NBA with the LA Sparks. Another 3, this time for Milovanovic, who's having a night to remember. 13 points to go with her 2 rebounds so far. Oh, stolen by Chrissy Gibbons, and foul called on Quigley, who made the mistake. Fenerbahce just about extended their lead in that second quarter. They took the first by 4, and the second by 1. And Fenerbahce know they could really do with winning this third quarter to set up a thrilling finale. Dominguez outside with Gibbons, switches over. Dominguez comes in, she's quick. And she manages to find a finish. That was tough. Dominguez's second personal foul. Nobody is in any great foul trouble at the moment. Both teams have shot excellently from outside of the arc. Quigley comes in, extends the lead. Yes, interestingly, Perfumerias Avenida have a higher percentage shooting from outside of the D than inside at the moment. 50% from outside, 42% from inside. Here's Dominguez from inside, and this one, she manages to make it count. To a 4-point game again. No point in the contest, though, have the Spanish team been ahead. They'll want that to change. Here's Alexandra Quigley. Now Veramayenka. Quigley, quick ball. Oh, great passing play. Parker fakes, comes in, shoots. Leaves it a little short. And Avenida live to tell the tale. Now Dominguez to the dangerous Jelena Milovanovic. And that's in. And it's a 2-point game. So Avenida progressing nicely as the game grows. They've started the third quarter well, so much so that Fenerbahce, concerned, have called for a timeout. Tireless supporters over on the far side, constantly giving their all to the team. Some excellent three-point shooting throughout the game, particularly early on in the third quarter. Alexander Quigley there. And then setting one up quickly, got the assist here for Parker, who has now got 17 points on debut. But it's not just been about Fenerbahce's quality. This was Jelena Milovanovic earlier. She scored 5 field goals in total. 3 of them have been from outside of the D. Quickly with a neat finish on that occasion. She's been busy in the third quarter so far. Hasn't scored a point heading into it, but she's on 5 points now, 2 assists, 2 rebounds. And is the player who's played the most minutes of anyone on court. Overall, Fenerbahce can say they've had a successful day of shooting. 62% from inside the arc, 56% is a very impressive percentage from outside. I'm surprised we haven't seen more three-point shooting. Here's Quigley to Parker, and back again. 2 Americans combining. Parker left it just a tad short. Possession stays with Fenerbahce, and they've recycled the ball well continually. Quigley. Here's the point guard, Verdali, teasing up for Veramayenka. There's not a lot of space out there at the moment. Parker, oh, great vision, quickly from the corner. Just rims out. It's a beautiful pass to pick out. They've got an understanding already, Quigley and Parker. They couldn't have played a lot before. Avenida want to keep the pressure on here. I've lost possession. Easy, comfortable wins for Ekaterinburg, the defending champions. And last year's runners-up, Orenburg. But it's been much tighter later in the day. Here's Verdali. She misses. Quigley's there for the offensive rebound. Just have a look at the difference at the boards. At the moment, it's in favour of Fenerbahce. 20 rebounds, 7 offensive. 13 for Perfumerias, 6 offensive rebounds, 3 of them from Erica de Souza. De Souza is back on now, and there she is, blocking up yet another rebound. Now Milovanovic puts one up, and that's great defense from Sandrine Gruder. Lavender. Just halts things for a moment on the attack. Ilonu. Milovanovic, she's dangerous in the paint and again makes Fenerbahce pay. And for the first time since the tip-off, Avenida are level. They haven't led at any point in the game so far. Vidali, Lavender, Gruda. Wow, where's the defense? She was wide open there at the top of the key and she wasn't going to miss. She says thank you and restores Fenerbahce's 2-point advantage. Ilonu, Milovanovic. Ilonu, they're going to look for 3 here to take the lead. Marginayan, no, it's a lovely pass, great vision. And D'Souza mops up the rest. And it's level pegging again. Gruda gets past D'Souza too easily. Gruda with a layup was fouled by Milovanovic in the paint. So a couple of free throws coming now for the French player Sandrine Gruda. One from 2 for Gruda, but they've managed through Lavender to keep the ball alive. Then almost thrown away. Marginayan misses out though, doesn't manage to steal completely, and under the basket. It's up and in off the glass from Jantel Lavender. Fenerbahce certainly made the most of those free throws in the end. It's got 3 for their cause. Here's Chrissy Givens. Marginayan out in the corner for 3. And they spy away. Now Parquet. Quickly to leap impressively to take that one into her grasp. Vidali. Shot clock down to single figures here. Parquet. Quickly, it's got to be used quick. Not very effective that time. Givens. In the corner, defense too slow to get there. And the 3-point shooting is starting to suffer a little more now. Quickly for 3 to bring it back in. Not there, but Lavender, that's what she's so good at, picking up the pieces. The scrap under the rack suits Jantel Lavender. And it suits Fenerbahce, who have restored their lead back up to 5, which is where it was at half-time, and the Avenida fight back is checked. Timeout called by the Spaniards. And that was that great piece of defence from Sandrine Gruda. He's at 2 rebounds, 2 assists, and more significantly, 13 points. And Williams have shared 30. Time for a tactical rethink, perhaps. Careful's briefly quiet. Well, I can almost promise you it is only going to be briefly quiet. The second leg is going to be live from Salamanca, Spain, which is where Perfumerias Avenida come from. You can watch it at live.basketball.tv. And that is going to be on Saturday. And if required, a third leg back here in Istanbul a week tomorrow, Wednesday the 15th of March. Ilonu. Givens. Marginayan, now Givens has a bit of space, sets herself and drains the 3 and brings Avenida back to within 2. Lavender. Vidali. Double teamed. Quite hard to shake off Marganet. Shot clock down to 6. Out to the corner. Lavender. It's a long two. She just stepped inside the perimeter. Nonetheless, a superb finish. Givens. Double dribble. That just releases the pressure valve a little. Vidali. Again, just inside the perimeter, but that is exactly where Jantel Lavender is flourishing right now. 5 rebounds, 12 points, and counting. Fenerbahce, could they extend their lead again for a 3rd successive quarter? Marginayan, it's frustrating to watch for Avenida right now. It's 3-on-2 here, can they make it count? Yeah, a little jumper too. And the lead is almost as high as it has been. Fenerbahce are stealing a march, and Perfumerias Avenida are falling behind. Marginayan, little bounce pass to D'Souza, to Dominguez. Elonu, they keep passing. Marginayan for 3. Good. Needed that. How they needed that. Into the last half minute then of the quarter. Not quite the last play. Lavender, now the point guard for Vidali. Tends to prefer a pass than a shot. Quigley just about gets it out to Lavender. No space for a shot there. Now there is. Vidali for 3. Drains it. Buzzer beater. And that, I don't think, was released in time. No, it wasn't. Fenerbahce have extended their lead for a 3rd successive quarter, but they are not out of sight yet, that's for sure. Fenerbahce 60, Perfumerias Avenida 52. It's an 8-point game. 1 quarter left to play. And it has been a tight contest throughout. Perfumerias Avenida have stayed within touching distance. It's been neck and neck. But now that the lead is up to 8 points, I feel Perfumerias Avenida are going to need a good start to the final quarter. Still, the 3-point shooting has been excellent from both teams. 55% from Perfumerias. Now, 3-point shooting is still better than their 2-point shooting. No fear, the scarf says. And that is exactly how these two teams have played. They've played without fear, and it has made for a tremendous watch so far. How about in this final quarter with so much at stake? If Perfumerias Avenida can claim a rare road win in European competition. Remember, they only won 1 of their 7 away games in the group phase. They were really solid at home in Salamanca. If they could snatch a win here, they would back themselves to get the job done, I reckon, in 2 games. Will not require the 3rd. So don't underestimate the importance of these next 10 minutes. In the 2016-17 EuroLeague Women. It's Avenida that get us off and running. With Milavinovic, Givens. Erika de Souza. Shot clock down to single figures already. Milanovic, she's been excellent, and she continues the high standards she set for herself. She is the joint high scorer in the game with Candice Parker on 17. Dominguez. We said Avenida would need a good start to this final quarter. It's Milanovic again, just a little short. And the defensive rebound taken by Parker. And now in transition. It's going to change at point guard. Bilgic is on for Vidali. Got 2 bites at it, and in the end claims a foul. Anastasia Veremayenka, towering figure, 6'4". Averaging 5.9 points per game, nearly 5 rebounds per game as well. Fenerbahce, 80% success from the free throw line. Veremayenka's first free throws. And she makes no mistake. 2 from 2, and the lead is back up to a manageable 8. But not formidable yet. Sergi Dominguez. Ilonu stretching. Couldn't find the finish. Now on the fast break with Bilgic, the point guard. Tries to reset. Now Canites, who we are seeing for the first time tonight. Tukje Canites. Forward, and it's a couple of changes. Another change, they've changed. Vidali's in. That's interesting. Vidali and Bilgic on at the same time. So we're interesting to see who plays at point guard. It's Bilgic. Just a little long that time. And no mistake this time. Biggest lead of the game for Fenerbahce. It's in the double digits at 11. Milanovic hits straight back with a 2. This is Bilgic. Coach has been impressed with her. Decided not to switch her out to bring Vidali on, but to play them both together. 2 relatively small-sized players. Veremayenka is certainly not in that category. Bilgic, Veremayenka. Gets a free shot and helps herself for 2. And that lead is back up to 11, and Perfumerias Avenida need to make a move. Dominguez, they can't afford too many more mistakes, or they will suffer defeat. Milanovic does manage to draw the foul, and I think it was inside the paint, so no complaints there, surely. Inbound from Chrissy Givens. De Souza trying to take it on down the baseline, and out of bounds she went. That's the defensive success on which Fenerbahce are trying to build this victory. 7 minutes left. There'll be celebrating long into the evening if they can secure a first game win tonight. Bilgic could have used the support there, chose not to. Milanovic, they've got to take on some threes. They've been very strong from range, and that's a foul. So 3 free throws. Well, that was the mistake really from Bilgic there. Really need to give that foul away. I haven't had a lot of success from free throws, to be honest. 57% so far. Milanovic, though, it's her first trip to the line, and that's 1 from 1. She's up to 20 points now. Two from 3, that'll do. Trims the arrears back into more manageable single digits. That's not a good pass. Parker admired the idea, but not the execution. Sylvia Dominguez brings it from back to front court. Under little pressure. Dominguez thought about the 3. Oh, she's thrown possession away there. It's a steal for Fenerbahce through Vidali, the point guard. And another steal. Milanovic this time read the pass, and they've worked this nicely. Ilonu was fouled. Or was she? No, she did the fouling. Couple of free throws then. Fenerbahce giving away too many fouls at the moment inside the paint. Giving Avenida a chance to work at their free throw shooting, and they gleefully accept. 8 points. Fenerbahce still have work to do. That's a really good pass to Parker. Ball is wide open, but she can't find a way past Chrissy Givens, and this is Milanovic. They want to stop her from shooting 3. Well, the Serbian came into this game with a good record of more than 13 points per game and good record at the boards. But she has upped the ante on the night. 21 points and counting. Here's Gill. Just left that short. Mayenka to Parker. Fenerbahce crowd noisy, trying to carry their team over the line. So a timeout is called at a crucial juncture. Midway through the 4th and final quarter. No chance of overtime today, with it being a best of 3. Is that right? No, there could be overtime. Beg your pardon. It's not to do with aggregate scoring, anything like that. It is all about who wins on the night. Instructions next phase of play is going to be the key, you would think, in determining the victor. Perfumerias Avenida did manage to get back to level pegging in that third quarter, but it just got away from them. So tight. Fenerbahce won the first quarter by 4, the second quarter by 1, the third quarter by 3, and it's level in the fourth at the midway point. Tells you there is not much to pick between these teams. It's going to be interesting to see how they fare in Salamanca, Spain on Saturday. Alexander Quigley. Tries for Pete Gibbons. That's a great pass. Ilonu is on her own here. Waits for the support, finds it in the form of Milovanovic. Now out to Dominguez. Ilonu. Good build-up play, but stolen there by Veremayanka. She did superbly. Wide open, mid-ranger, good. And the lead is back up to 10 again, and that's a little bit of breathing space for Fenerbahce, with Avenida starting to run low on time. Dominguez, Gibbons, skill, and Ilonu in the corner. Milovanovic, she'll take anything on, and she'll score pretty much anything right now. Her 9th basket. Quigley. That is a backcourt violation from Quigley. Frustration for her and for Fenerbahce, who at the moment just cannot put this game to bed. Spotted off the ball. And it's called on Dominguez, who shakes her head at the decision. Has just given a bit of a lifeline to Fenerbahce. Double-digit lead at this stage would be a massive help. And something of a safety net. Looks to me like Lavender's calling timeout. Surely that's to the coach to decide. Foul was called there on Kura, pushing off the ball, and Dominguez, having just been the fouler, became the fouled, and possession changes back now to Avenida. Elbows being used now, and that will result in free throws. Dominguez is at the centre of the storm right now. She missed her previous 2 free throws, did Sylvia Dominguez, so she's looking to redeem herself here. But it's only 1 from 2, that means it's 1 from 4 in total for her today. If they scored all the free throws they've missed, it'd be a 1-point game. And that is another 2 for Kura. Breathing space. Veremayanka closing in, by the way, on a double-double. She's 9 rebounds, 6 assists and 9 points. A good all-round performance from the Fenerbahce number 11. Well, this is where the free throws become vital. It's a 9-point game at the moment. Chrissy Givens with a chance to reduce that to a 7-point game with 3 minutes to play. No time off the clock. Always a confidence boost when you get that first one through. And nothing but net with the second. Lavender to Parker, who is ready to receive that. Now comes driving up the baseline. Parker, tough finish, thought she was fouled. Officials felt otherwise. Dominguez, great pass. Ilonu blocked off, I think, by Lavender, who did well. Now Gill, it's an almighty scrap. I'm still none the wiser as to who's going to go on and win this one. It would be an incredible achievement for Perfumerias Avenida if they did manage to find a late comeback here. They have at no point trailed by more than 11 points. They have at no point in the game led. Tells you how close it's been throughout. But at the quarter-final stage, it doesn't matter how much you win or lose by. It only matters whether you win or not. And Fenerbahce are still in good shape to do so. Especially if they can get a score from this. Vitali. Parker. Had a good debut, but has been bereft of scoring recently. But she comes back with a 3 to take her tally to 20 and Fenerbahce's lead back up to double digits. With 2 minutes 14 left to play, Avenida have called timeout. And their chances of winning this one are starting to fade. That was a real dagger from Candice Parker on her Fenerbahce debut. Coach will do all that he can. Alberto Miranda and trying to get this tactically spot on. To start using fouling to good effect. Avenida, who have won this competition once before, up against the Fenerbahce side, confident of progressing to the Final Four for a 6th successive season. They have never won the competition before. They are very determined to do so. They got to the final here in successive years, lost in 2013 to Ekaterinburg. They lost the following year to rivals Valencia. Sorry, rivals Galatasaray. It's Avenida's rivals that are Valencia. Dominguez, they've got to be urgent on the ball now. Milan Vanovic, Ilonu. Well, 6 seconds on the clock. Possession stays with blue. Into Gill. 3 on the clock. Ilonu puts one up. It's just not to be. And now Parker. Well, shows just how capable she is of finishing. She got the foul. And Avenida, that's their 5th foul. So Parker will go to the line to extend her scoring further. Even these points are vital in securing the victory. They haven't led by more than 11 throughout the game. This for a 12-point lead. Candice Parker No, leaves it short, but they have got the rebound. Vardali able to take her time. Shot clock, though, is down to 3 now. Vardali tried one pass too many, and now here go Avenida in transition. And Mila Venovic, in this kind of mood, is never going to make a mistake. Well, timeouts are becoming a regular fixture late on. Fenerbahce look to make sure they get over the line with this win. Fenerbahce, I think, have nicked that from Iceland. But they're having fun. And they'll be having even more fun if their team can get the win in the bag. Been a physical clash at times. You saw it there. Parker, little step back, got away from her marker. And that is exactly why they were so keen to sign her. Just over 1 minute remains. Any of the club's hierarchy here to witness what they hope will be the first win of the quarterfinals. Vardali will inbound, and there's not going to be any rush to take a shot here. Tried to recycle possession, that didn't work out too well, but quickly gets it back. Now Parker. Need to use up precious seconds. And fouled by Chrissy Givens. Surprised if you find any noisier crowds in this year's quarterfinals, although Ekaterinburg had a full house watching a big arena in their crunching win over Italian side Famila Schio. 92-47 it finished there. This has been rather more tight, but Fenerbahce look to be getting over the line. 11 points to make up in 62 seconds. Dominguez to Givens. Well, that will all but confirm Fenerbahce's win with a possession lost by Givens. Now Parker. Good game management here from Fenerbahce. Vardali gets it back. Shot clock in single figures. Are they going to even bother to shoot? They do, eventually. Well, they can look to try and get revenge in Salamanca, Spain. On Saturday, when the second game of this best-of-3 quarter-final is due to take place. And they are a different outfit at home. Avenida's record on the road in this year's Women's EuroLeague is going to read 1 win and 7 defeats. But this has been a good performance for them. They can take a lot of heart from it. Mila Vanovic in particular has shone. Great stats from her. 26 points. A chance to make it 27. Well, Fenerbahce, what will please them is the consistency they've had. They've won every quarter by a slim margin. The first by 4, the second by 1, the third by 3, and they are currently 1 up. In the final quarter too. One from 2 from Bilgic. Ilonu out to Quevedo for 3. Just a little long. And there it is. It was close throughout, but Fenerbahce take the win in the first game in a best-of-3 in the Women's EuroLeague quarter-final between themselves and the Spanish team Perfumerias Avenida. It was a right old contest with tension throughout. Perfumerias Avenida got level briefly in the third quarter, but the stark truth is that at no point did the Spanish team have a lead. So a job well done by Fenerbahce, professional, and a fine debut for a player that's come fresh out of the women's NBA. Candice Parker, 23 points on debut. Perfumerias, well, their star of the show was unquestionably Jelena Milovinovic, who took 27 points. Veritable mention for Anastasia Veremayenko as well, the Belarusian, with 9 rebounds and 9 points, almost or just shy of the double-double. And 3-point shooting was good from both teams, very good. In fact, Fenerbahce dominated at the boards. Both came up with a reasonable number of offensive rebounds, but in the end, Fenerbahce got over the line. They've taken the first game of the quarterfinals. It's Fenerbahce 78, Perfumerias Avenida 68.